Hey guys, I just flew the drone over this construction site. It's an industrial park they're building. Some want the jobs, other people can't stand trees being torn down. Do you want to see it? This is what it looks like today. 3, 2, 1, go.
When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it only costs a dime, just a nickel a shoe. It does $1 million worth of good when you get a rhythm.
You will let me over? See, this is the problem out here. Like that. You see that? Look at that clown.
I hear the train a come. It's rolling.
And then you got two other idiots behind them that are making it worse. So we got three idiots zipping in and out of traffic. So we're just going to let them get on up the road. I wanted to get this thing out here, see how it felt. This bike feels really good out on the open road for like if I was doing a long tour, not having all the wind to hit you on the body the whole trip, especially if you're having to fight it, like you're holding on to the bike. On that regard, this feels really good. I'm going to test the radio. You might not be able to hear it if they block it.
That time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down the San Antonio.
I don't feel like it's getting much louder.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me I shot
It's almost like it's maxing out. After 5 or 6, it doesn't seem much louder. After 6, not sure it's getting any louder. So I'm going to hit pause of the music. What I found is it has that feature, low, medium, and high, where it'll ramp up volume based on your speed. And what I'm noticing here on the road is that speed, once it hits about level 6, when I keep going up to 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't hear it getting any louder. So I don't know if it's maxing out because it's already ramped up. As I'm recording this, we're heading into the 4th of July weekend, so you never know who the heck is on the road today, tomorrow, and the rest of the weekend, and on what state they're in. I don't mean the state of Virginia, I mean inebriated or under the influence of any sort of thing. One thing with this RoadMaster, I'm definitely not feeling comfortable yet. I feel like I'm really struggling with smooth starts and stops. On the starts, I'm buckling, and the engine is revving up high. And I don't recall having as much of an issue with the other bikes, like with this clutch throttle play. And then when I go to a stop, I'm not controlled. Let's go. I'm not as controlled as I'd like to be. I'm putting my foot down too soon. Sometimes I'm having to put my right foot down because I find I'm leaning that way instead. Shame on me. So I'm kind of working through these issues. And by the way, when I did my review of the bike, I guess I spent about 10 seconds observing some of the Harley owners make comments like, "You riding a Polaris ATV?" So anyhow, I guess the Harley rider, you know, he made a comment like, "Kind of odd you're saying something bad about the Indian when you spend half the video criticizing Harley." Next thing, you know, the Indian comes with this established in 1901, and all the Harley people in the comments of other forums, you know, "You mean Polaris, the snowmobile company? Polaris, the ATV company? Why are you riding a Polaris?" Meanwhile, you know, the Harley riders are shaking and bucking down the road, broken down, while we're cruising by. I normally don't even comment on it. It's so annoying. You know, Harley almost went bankrupt. Harley at one point was owned by AMF Bowling, the bowling ball company. You're riding a bowling ball down the road. Boy, those Harley owners are really thin-skinned, aren't they? I think my comment was about 10 seconds long. Apparently, if you're a Harley owner, you're only used to hearing good things about the bike in the review. So that when I did a review of my Indian, I dare say something negative about my own bike, an observation about it? Well, because I did that, he found it ironic that I was criticizing Harley. Because when I'm making a comment about my Indian, well, I wasn't criticizing Harley. I was criticizing some Harley owners who are so childish. They go around making comments like, "You're riding on a snowmobile company bike?" Now, Harley was owned by one time the bowling company AMF. Well, that's a big difference. it's just like they seem to really have a problem with how people spend their own money. And unfortunately, I deleted the comment by mistake. A damn iPhone app. Not a huge fan of the YouTube iPhone app. Much easier to manage on the desktop. So anyhow, we had a little back and forth. Oh, and he really thought he was hitting me with a zinger. He really thought he was hitting me with a zinger because he said, it shows that you've only been riding 4 years. Ooh! Well, one way it shows is I tell everybody. Completely transparent about my skill level. It must be nice if you're a Harley owner, I guess. You came out of the womb riding a hog. You didn't have no stinking learning curve. We came out of the womb, baby, knowing how to ride. You happy now? Your comment's not here, but I've said pretty much everything, minus a little of the snarky and passive aggressive. So there's the comment. Maybe he'll post again. Really got worked up. Now he's gonna say I'm worked up. I'm purposefully animated to have some fun with that comment and those observations. Gee, it's a real zinger when the guy who constantly talks about being a beginner, when somebody zings him and says he can tell I'm a beginner. Well, gee, that's a shock. Can tell you're a douche. How about that? Is that fun? Say that? Bless God, criticize my Harley. I see somebody criticize an Indian legitimately, it doesn't really bother me. And I guess we're supposed to act like Harley owners aren't stuck up. Oh, I'm sorry. Some Harley owners, lest someone think I mean all of them. Of course, I'm talking about the ones that act that way, not the ones that don't. So, by the way, if you saw my previous review, ignore everything I said. The bike never gets hot, never has any mechanical issues. It's a superb bike. Never met any weakness. So anyhow, back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm having some trouble with smooth starts and stops. Maybe because I've only been riding 4 years. And maybe I haven't come out of the womb like some Harley riders I know who already know how to do it. Maybe they don't need practice. All right, this is Ramble Man. I'll see you on the road.
Stumbling and falling, somebody's calling. You're lost
On the desert to die.